Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. So today is a special day. I'm working on my Elvis Day layout, which is my most favourite layout of the year. It is documenting the Elvis Day that we have at home here on the 16th of August, which is the anniversary of the passing of Elvis Presley. If you don't follow me or you don't know, I am an Elvis fan, and if you're not an Elvis fan, then this layout is probably not the one for you. It's going to be all Elvis. So on the 16th of August, we like to listen to the music, we like to watch the movies, and we like to go over to a place here on the Isle of Wight called Shanklin that has a plaque dedicated to Elvis. It's a little bit random. Elvis obviously never visited here, but a rock and roll society at the time when Elvis passed away raised money for a memorial plaque, and it is here on the island. So, and it's still here after all these years. So we like to go over there at some point with the doggies. And then, of course, we like to, like I've said already, we like to watch the movies and listen to the music. And I always like to have burgers on this day because, you know, American food, and Elvis liked his burgers, didn't he? I also like to have cashew butter and banana on toast for my breakfast, but we didn't have any bananas, so I didn't actually have it on the 16th. But I've had it on other days, and I can't have peanut butter because I'm allergic, so I have cashew butter. But yeah, that's another tradition that I quite like to do. So this year is slightly different because I've been doing my August Elvis movie marathon. So every day in August, with there being 31 days, I've been watching an Elvis film. I've been watching one every day. I've doubled up on some days. If I can't watch it on a particular day, I might watch 2 the day before. Or at the very beginning, I started it a little bit late, so I think I watched 3 movies in one day. Yes, I've been doing that. Never in all my 53 years, never done that before. Been an Elvis fan all my life. Watched the movies, but never actually watched one after the other. You know, like in the period of just 1 month. And it's fascinating to do that, just to see the progression and everything, and also all the different actors that appear in the same films. And oh gosh, yeah. Anyway, today I'm recording this on the 27th today, and today's movie is Speedway, because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I think I'm going to be watching Live a Little, Love a Little as well today. And yesterday I watched That's the Way It Is and On Tour. So if you're not an Elvis fan, you won't know, but if you are, you will. There's considered to be 31 movies that Elvis made, plus 2 tour sort of movies. These are like motion pictures, and then there's 2 recordings of tours. One's called That's Elvis, That's the Way It Is, and the other one is called Elvis on Tour, and 1970 and sort of 1972. So yeah, they're considered to be the other 2. So I watched those yesterday. Yeah, I watched those yesterday. Anyway, enough of that. You're probably bored already. This paper here, this magnificent paper, is Shimelle Main Character Energy, and it's called Blue Skies. And as you can probably imagine, it has got blue skies on the reverse side, or the A side, and then this amazing pattern on this side, which is like this rainbow kind of star pattern. And I bought 3 sheets, and the 3 sheets that I purchased, one is for Elvis Day, one is for me to document Joseph, my love of the musical theatre show Joseph, and Christmas. So I might even have to get some more, because it's probably, or it is currently, my most favourite layout, or my most favourite pattern paper ever. There have been 1 or 2 others. Shimelle, I might add as well. So yeah, it's that vibe that I like. So I've got these textured stickers, movie themed textured stickers here. Can't remember the manufacturer, I'm afraid. It's just yeah, I don't know. I haven't got the packaging. And I've got this little paperclip piece here that says "Find What Brings You Joy," and that was kind of a splurge purchase, a treat yourself purchase. It's Vicki Boutin Print Shop, and they're a little bit expensive. So it's kind of like a treat because I really wanted them. 2 tags here that I've set with eyelets and baker's twine, and this little ticket here is 1 little piece that I had left over from a movie themed cut apart that I had a few years ago, and this has been hanging around for ages, and I thought, you know what, today's the day to use it. Got a mixture here of puffies, hearts and stars, and chipboard that have just been left over from what I've been using before, and I've got these popcorn puffies as well, so I might see if I can fit those onto the page. I've mounted my list of movies onto blue textured cardstock, and then I've printed out a picture of my popcorn with my sweets, and just the television showing the start of the Elvis movie there one day. That's the other photo that I showed you. And then on this day I watched, on the 16th, I watched 2 movies because I was busy the next day, and yeah, I watched the 16th and the 17th. So Rouseabout and then Girl Happy on the 16th, and then on that particular day I was listening to the 70s Masters. So they're like there's 50s, 60s and 70s, and if you're not an Elvis fan, I've said it already, you won't know what they are, but basically it's all the studio recordings that Elvis made. So there's one for the 50s, one for the 60s and one for the 70s. So if you're not an Elvis fan, or you haven't got any Elvis music and you wanted to get some, I'd recommend getting the 50s, 60s and 70s Masters, because it's all the studio recordings. Anyway, that's enough of the Elvis history there. So it's obviously a very fun layout. I've also here got these amazing, magnificent Shimelle thickers from Main Character Energy, which I've already used once on my Chester and Buddy layout, and now I'm using them for my Elvis layout, which is, you know, rather special because they're amazing, amazing alphas, and yeah, this is my most favourite layout of the year. So I thought this was kind of perfect. You probably know already, I've waffled on enough about it. Elvis brings me joy. If you're still here, thank you. Tight, I think, is going to go here. Let's have a look, shall we? See if we can set it all out. I've already mounted the pattern paper onto the red cardstock. That is red smooth cardstock because I don't have any patterned. When I purchased it, I think I thought it was textured, or I couldn't find any textured at the time. But yeah, my preference is always for textured cardstock. You can't really tell anyway because it's was only the edge showing for the framing of the layout. Elvis Day 2023, and then I need to fit on 16th of August as well. Although the movies I'm watching all through the month of August, yeah, the 16th is actually the anniversary of when Elvis passed away, so that's like kind of like the main day when we remember him. The legacy, of course. Yeah, maybe this might go here. The other thing I picked out, I don't think I showed you, some little planner stamps, so hearts, stars, viewing party. Oh, I was looking for that one, it's fallen off. The little television there, and another star, and I think I need to get the movie camera one as well. I forgot to get that. I just went back into my planner set and I got the microphone, the sofa, the crown. Can't believe I forgot the crown, even though I'm using this plate with the crowns on. Movie reel, can't remember what you call those, binge watch, get the popcorn ready, and camera. But all these I've used before, and I think I probably used quite a lot of them on the double page spread that I did last year. So I'm not definitely going to do stamping, but I've got them out just in case I want to do a little bit. And this is, most of those are from this Clearly Kelly clear stamp set, and it is TV Planner. It's called TV Planner. I've had it a long time. It's 2016 is the date on that, so yeah, I've had that for a long time. So this is going to be obviously like a grid type layout. So when I do this layout, the Elvis Day layout, it is I just, you know, it's just a glorious layout, and it's a fun layout, and I do design it, but at the same time it's about having a bit of fun. So, you know, I throw as much at it as I can. Nice supplies as well. I like to use my nice supplies. It's a bit like a birthday layout or Christmas or something, you know. So yeah, I like to throw all the nice supplies at it. A lot of photos on here, obviously. These alphas are stuck to the backing, so they're not quite as they will be on the layout. They're probably taking up more room than they will on the actual when they're actually stuck down. I can trim this photo down a bit if I needed to. So looking at that now, I think I quite like that. It's a large photo of the burger there. Probably didn't need that one to be quite so big. Not sure where I would actually fit any stamping now, unless I did it. I've got all my ink pads here, and I've got the silver one because these two tags here I'll need to write on in white with my Jelly Roll pen, and also if I'm stamping I need to stamp on something that shows up, and the silver one is the only one that I've got that would show up on there. I mean, the red, black would show up of course, but on the blue I think it's going to have to be silver. I think this is how I want it to go. There's a little bit more room going on over here than there is over here. A little bit more space. I think what I'll probably do is stick some of the, let's get some photos stuck down and move on from there. I need that to, oh, has it got sticky on it? Oh no, I don't think it has got sticky on it. It's just clipped to the actual backing piece. Yes, I thought it had adhesive on it, but it hasn't. So, what I'm going to do is lay it flat to the page. I'm not going to raise it on anything. I can always add a staple to that later on if I need to. How do we want that to go? Not a lot of spare room, isn't there? I don't want to cover the name up there, so I think I'll do it at that point there. Don't want that to go above the top of the layout, so yeah, that's that one down. Stick this sticker down. This is a sticker, definitely. Good sticker as well. The adhesive does work on these. Angle that slightly. Put these two to go down. Obviously, with there being so many films and, you know, they're not the best movies. You know, they're not like some of them are not the best movies ever made, but it's fun and it's Elvis. There's one or two that are quite difficult to get through. I'm not naming no names. But so far, I've watched every one. I haven't fallen asleep. And I've enjoyed watching them. Right. I don't know what made me come up with the idea for the movie marathon. I just thought of it one day. And I just like can't believe that I never thought to do that before. We always watch films, you know, throughout the year, and we'll watch films on the 16th. But yeah, never thought to have like a movie marathon and watch all the movies one after the other. Still got some to watch. Well, I've still got obviously the rest of the 31 to watch. But I also want to watch the Lower from Hawaii special that was recorded in 1973. There's also the 68 Combat special, but yeah, that's a bit weird for my liking. It's 1968 and it's a bit weird, so I might not watch that. I find that, yeah, a bit weird to watch. But I may do as I'm watching all the others. So yeah, I've still got Elvis 56 to watch as well, which is all about Elvis in 1956, as you can imagine. And I've also got the Lost Performances to watch, which is my very favourite. I can't remember what the quality is of that now. It was some lost footage that they found in some salt mines somewhere. And it came out quite a few years ago now, but it's some amazing footage of Elvis in the early 70s. And that has always kind of been my favourite of the later. But because I've not watched it for quite a while, I can't remember how good the quality is. I mean, at the time when we first got it to watch, it would have been, we would have taken anything, obviously. But nowadays you get more used to things being high quality, don't you? But I'm sure I'll still watch it anyway. Right, I need to think about this bit here because I've got to make room for both these pieces, haven't I? So how am I going to get this down? This colour is so rich. This colour, look, I think I said it before, it seeps through into the actual backing. I've never seen that happen before with alphas. Need to make room for that photo there, so ideally it would be here, wouldn't it? These are foam alphas. I love glitter. I'll use glitter for anything in alphas. I love glitter alphas. I've got them and I use them for like, not just, you know, festive layouts. Christmas and birthdays and things. Obviously I think Elvis deserves a bit of glitter. Now then, how's that looking? I'm not sure now if I want that to, if I want it to be a little bit more over this way. mess about with it too much. Don't want to them to be too misshapen. I'm not going to pick them up again now. I'm going to have to I have to, you know, go with whatever. Apart from that one that's a bit skewy, I'd have to go with, you know, the placement. I don't want to mess them back. I don't want them to get completely misshapen. Don't want to start tearing the page either. I think that's okay. It's a little, it's a bit skewy, I think. It's not my best placement. And these two little bits, these little pieces here came obviously with that alpha set. I did buy 3 packets, but so far I've only broken into 1 packet, thankfully. Just amazing. I love the colour. It's absolutely stunning, but it's just not a colour that features in my life that much. I mean, my sofa is actually sort of this kind of colour, not glittered. But yeah, it's a stunning colour, but it's not like a everyday colour, I don't think. Anyway, enough of that. Right. Does that look okay? I'm not sure that it does. There. There's plenty of room for those though, which is what matters. I do like a grid layout. And yeah, I think most of my Elvis Day layouts are kind of grid layouts. I've been doing them since, I think, since 2016. And what I'll do at the end of this video is I'll pop a picture of all the layouts that I've done in the previous years for you. In case you haven't had enough Elvis already. The actual double page that I did last year is on my wall, on my gallery wall up here. And I'll probably, what I'll do is I'll more than likely swap that out soon. And I might put this one up. My current Elvis Day layout. Now then, how do I want to space these? Do I want that to be... yeah, I think I'll put the V down first. Space the others around that. I said already, it's a fun layout. It doesn't have to be, you know, straight. All my other Elvis Day layouts are quite fun with everything thrown at them. And I think one year, the one I did, which was using this pattern on a paper, Shimelle did comment on it. I think she said something like the most fun she'd seen on a layout or something at the time. I'm pretty sure that one I did for it would have been a challenge on Scrapbook Like a Superhero, which is Shimelle's Facebook group. So yeah, that was that made me smile. Now then, how am I doing this? I think it does kind of reflect, you know, my love of Elvis. And once again, if you're still here, thank you. Oh my gosh. When I have my popcorn, I like to put sweeties in it. So this is fruit pastels if you're in the UK. I do like the pick and mix, but it's changed the pick and mix. It used to have jelly tots in it. It doesn't have jelly tots in it now. It's got like a hard gum in it. Fruit pastels. It used to have Tutti Fruttis in it. And it's not got those in it now. It's got like a soft candy. Is it jelly tots? Oh, I can't even remember now. But anyway, just lately, because the gum, I find the gum's quite hard to eat these days with my, you know, 53-year-old teeth. I've been just getting the fruit pastels, which I really like. So yeah, in my popcorn, and I like sweet popcorn. Don't like that, none of that nonsense, that salt or that mixed sweet and salty. I like my sweet popcorn. So yeah, in my little snack box there, I've got my popcorn. Obviously, not every day when I watch an Elvis film, but on the 16th and maybe on some of the other days. And my pop, I like my soda. have got a nice stamp actually with a soda bottle here. There. Cola. Put that on my plate as well. I don't, at this moment though, I can't see how I'm going to do stamping on this page because the background is just so, you know, bright and colourful, and I don't know if I actually want to add anything to that. Place that one lightly. These bits will hopefully come off. I did save time by, you know, cutting them all out of the packaging, which makes a mess of the packaging, but it just makes it easy for me to do it on camera. But yeah, I'm still on to peel the backing off, of course, and it's a very long title. Lots of letters and numbers. Okay, so I think we're there with that. Now then, I may do, it's a possibility I may do another layout, focusing on my August Elvis movie marathon, and saying about how, you know, maybe which films I really liked, and I don't know, you know, something like that. I'm just pulling that up because I'm not too, I think I want to make it a little bit higher. Yes, I may sort of, and the ones that I've sort of really enjoyed that I couldn't remember, you know, that maybe I thought I wouldn't enjoy so much from before. I mean, I've watched all the films many times over, but, you know, there's so many you do forget. Right, I think everything's down, apart from my popcorn here and my little soda. Is that everything down? You'll be glad to know. Oh, no, I didn't stick those down. So, one there. And one there. Does that look good? I think it looks okay. There are gaps where I could do a bit of stamping, but yeah, I've said already I'm not sure that I want to do that. I've got these stars and hearts here, haven't I? And they do go quite well with this, you know. Maybe I could kind of like add a star or something, and maybe like a heart on the blue one, do it tone on tone. So in this bit here, I think I mentioned about the movie marathon, as that's got the ticket attached to it. And here I'll just talk about just Elvis Day, you know, in general, or what we did on this particular Elvis Day. Chester was still a little bit confined from hurting his leg. He was only allowed at this time. We didn't go on the 16th here because Chester was still in confinement. So we went a few days later when he was actually allowed a 5-minute walk. So we drove right close to where it is. Just went down there and then came back again. So yeah, it was a few days after the 16th when we actually went to see the memorial. But did I say we went on the 16th earlier? I might have done. Don't think we did go on the 16th. We went a few days later when Chester was allowed to walk. But it's kind of like August, you know. We like to do that in August. Obviously, we like to do it on the 16th, but all these things related to Elvis we like to do in August. I also readopt a couple of the I readopt CJ and Billy Boy on the 16th of August at the Donkey Sanctuary, because I do Elvis and Dolly on my actual birthday. So that'll be in my traveller's notebook coming up. There may even be a page layout. I don't think I've got one planned though. I think I've put it already in my traveller's notebook. Right, so I'm not sure about these yet. I'll pop them on there. Maybe that they won't come off now, but we'll see. And then I'm thinking, because I've got one there, I might want to add a third. I'm not sure where that would go to make it look even. And also, I want to, I've got to fit the writing on, which I'm going to have to try and do quite small. Right, there we go. At the moment, I'm doing that as it is. This eyelet, I don't know if you noticed, I found this eyelet in my eyelet box, and it's like a heart shape. I'm not very good at setting them. I tend to crush them a little bit. I use the We Are Memory Keepers eyelet setter, Crocodile, and it's a bit skew-if, and yeah, I've done it quite tight so I can't move it, but yeah, it's a heart. And this one is, I think it's a floral, isn't it? Is it floral? Yeah, it's a floral, which is quite apt because we did go here, which is like a nice area with flowers and everything. So took all those stamps out. Can't see at this moment that I'm going to actually use them, but what I am going to do is straighten that up again. If it's not straight, then I'm going to go away and think about my writing, and then I'll come back and show you the finished layout. so that's the writing done. I did make a mistake on this one, as I showed you. If I've put the clip in here, I made a mistake. I didn't space it properly, so I had to take it off. I had to reset an eyelet. Fortunately, I had a similar one and the twine. I may have put the little clip in before, and then I've done the writing again. It's still stretched over a little bit there, but you know. So I was just saying that I watched 2 movies today: Burger and Popcorn with Sweets, readopted Billy Boy and CJ, and we went to Reelstone on the Saturday, which is where this is. And then here I just put 31 days on 31 movies, August Elvis movie marathon. So yeah, this layout is finished, and I took those 2 pieces off. And yeah, I don't know, I couldn't think where to put them, so I couldn't fit them onto the tag like I did with this one. Maybe I could just put the blue one on there, or I could get rid of the blue ones altogether and do the red one. I've got a small one here, small heart. Maybe I could just do that. Does that look okay, do you think? I think it does. Right, so we're finished. I'm not going to do any stamping, I've decided. I'm just going to leave it as it is with that glorious pattern paper being the showcase for all the photos and the actual story. So Shimelle Main Character Energy pattern paper, grid style layout, sort of centered title there with the date here. Yeah, photo of the snacks, photo of the movies, photo at the plaque, burger, music, movies, just all the joy thrown on one page. And once again, if you're still with me, thank you. And I just realised I was zoomed out there. Hopefully you can see all that. Sorry about that. I zoomed in so I could do the writing. Yeah, once again, if you stuck with me right until the end, thank you for sharing my Elvis Day with me. Thank you for sharing my enthusiasm, and thank you for staying the course. And once again, take care, stay safe. See you next time. Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. Today